Hello, boys and girls, and everybody in between, including chicks with dicks and guys without dicks, and people who are not boys and not girls, or boys and girls, or puppies, or doggies, or kitties, or whatever. Okay, welcome. Welcome to another video. It is now the 9th of April, we just passed midnight. And I wanted to make another video. You can realize I'm German when I say video. Oh God, in the Cologne airport, there is this official announcement going off every like 5 minutes saying, security advice. Are you fucking kidding me? Advice? I had to sleep there once a whole night in this airport, and I just heard advice every 5 minutes and I just got mad. Okay, so today I'm talking a little bit about this. I promise you that I will never ever make any haul videos. Haul videos are not for me. I don't like that. I think it's silly. I am not gonna make advertising for companies, except now I have to do this because, you know, there's this favorite German shop which is called DM, and if you're like me, then like you just have to love the shop. It just makes me happy. I'm someone who likes, I don't know, like it's a shop of cosmetics, of like things to put in your bath, of any kind of like organic food, of well, things to clean, I guess. Well, that's necessary too. But you know, I'm incapable of going to this shop without passing by this nail polish section. And actually, nail polish has been one of the very few things where my initial idea of what is going to happen during this like self-discovery and transition and so on, it just didn't turn out as I expected. Like I knew exactly I am going to transition, and even when I was still so freaking scared and I wasn't sure about anything, I knew I will end up transitioning sooner or later, and it actually helped me to make this decision sooner rather than later, and I'm happy about that. Anyway, like there have been just a lot of things where I predicted very early how I will feel about things later, and nail polish has not been one of these things at all. I was telling everyone nail polish, like, come on, I don't care. It's like high heels. I don't give any damn about high heels. I don't give any damn about stockings and all these like traditional, like trendy things. Like, no, not for me. But once I bought my first nail polish, this one, wonderful blue, and it just got me hooked. And since then, you know, like, I mean, I had to buy 3 colors last time I was there because they're all new and gorgeous, and they join the ranks of all these. Voila, where is this? Well, this, here, and here. Oh, it fell down. My blue. And this ugly one. If somebody wants this, I'm giving it away. So why the heck am I talking about nail polish? Well, because it's such a nice analogy for me. And it's an analogy for all this colorful life that I felt hadn't been open to me because of stereotyped gender clothing and aesthetics and styles. And like if you just look at the amount of choice men have and the amount of choice women have in clothes, in styles, in colors, it is just crazy how small the amount of choices that men are supposed to like. I don't get it. If I was a man, would I not want to wear colorful things? Would I not want to have like nice styles and like t-shirts cut in all kinds of funky shapes? I don't know. I don't get it. Why are there like dresses and skirts and this and that and more masculine and more feminine and more neutral and more for this opportunity and that for ladies? And for guys, what do you have? Like you have like sporty, you have business, which is like all just like black, and you have like casual whatever jeans. It's so freaking boring. It's so boring. So now when I talk about this male versus female difference in variation that you have at your disposal, of course, I'm not saying that men are actually bound to that, or I am. Let me think about that.
And that is what explains why the why the whole thing works, and why you can keep gearing.
So what I think is that you can free yourself from like these gender stereotypes, also in clothing and also without being transgender. I'm definitely not transgender because I want to wear colorful stuff, like that's silly. It's more that I might want to wear colorful stuff because I'm trans. Like, if there is some truth in these like stereotypes, then I'm the confirmation of that. So what is my point with this? On the one side, there is clearly an inherent gender, like gender exists, gender is real. And there is certain things that seem to be bound to gender, like there seem to be things that indicate a certain gender. But then also there is this layer of social construction on top of it. And I'm thinking that we can very much enjoy being ourselves and like experiencing and expressing our gender while also freeing ourselves from having to conform to these tight roles. So for me, I think you can free yourself from these gender stereotypes, also in clothing, without that you are necessarily transgender. Like if you're a guy and you're thinking that androgynous clothing is amazing, then that's exactly what it is, and this is fantastic. I love it. I'm certainly not transgender because I cannot deal with the traditional gender role, but I'm struggling so much with the gender role because I cannot really manage to fit myself into it. And so clothing is not bound to gender. Gender is inherent to any person's personality. If I was a sensitive man, as my mom probably still wishes, even though she stopped pushing in this direction, then I would just be a sensitive man and it would be okay. I would be fine with that. The world would be fine with that. If I was a man who likes to like express himself androgynously, that would be fine. I don't need to be trans to wear this or that. I could anyway be like, do what, wear whatever I wanted, and nobody could tell me otherwise. But then my own path of freeing myself that I walked, it would have led to the realization that any like usually gendered characteristic or item is also available to me, which it is anyway. Like, I mean, I do have this realization. But for me, personally, this was just a step on the way. Like when I started with my true gender expression, like when I started my whole self-discovery, which also meant that I wanted to stop caring about what anyone would want me to wear or what anyone would accept or think I'm weird or whatever the fuck. I was going really far out of, I don't know if it was really far, but like for like relative to what I did before, I went really far out of like the no, I didn't go very far. Anyway, I went out of this traditional, you have a male body, so this is the clothes that you can wear. And at the same time, I realized how society had passed me by and how the clothing at H&M had just gotten so androgynous. Like the clothing for male-bodied people had gotten so androgynous. And I was amazingly happy to find that there were like shirts cut to the body shape I had, which still had a lot of a feminine touch to them. But yeah, nevertheless, for me it wasn't enough. And gender exists. Gender is real. Well, that's kind of a confusing video, but okay. I'm gonna see if there's something to edit out of this, and if I can upload it, I will upload it. Well, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and leave me a nice comment if you have something constructive to say. Well, and thanks. Bye bye.